Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 21st, 2025 new moon reading for you. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Ooh, that's lovely. This is called the Virgo portal. It is also during a solar eclipse, so that's very powerful. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Bonus card, lucky you. Okay. So again, this is called the Virgo portal. Why? Because this is the second new moon in Virgo. We're at the very, very end of the Virgo time period. So here it is powerful. It is successful. It is bringing you Queen of Pentacles energy. The Queen of Pentacles represents Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're in Virgo time period. We are, in a Virgo new moon. So that Virgo energy is coming forward quite powerful and prosperous. You are crowned with bounty and abundance, love, connection, success with the roses right here. There is a connection with deeper dreams and what it is that you want. You're also going to see those roses growing up along the throne, meaning that love is really guiding you during this time. There is also a sense, sorry about the glare. There is also a real sense of nurturing what it is that you want, planting seeds, watching them grow, seeing yourself step into a greater power and into a greater authority. The new moon in Virgo brings with it deep healing, especially this Virgo portal moon. It brings with it deep healing, transformation, a sense of calm and personal power. Now, we are struggling a bit with justice, meaning that we can be going through situations that are just simply unfair, right? And that can be throwing us off. It could be unfair in like a legal sense. It can be just unfair in a personal sense. And it's like, what the heck? I'm a good person. Why is this happening? So justice can be a little bit overwhelming during this time. There can also be a feeling of things being out of balance, out of harmony, or you're trying to be so just and fair to everybody else that you have forgotten yourself in the equation. Now, justice also represents Libra energy. Time frame is September 23rd to October 22nd. You can be building towards something, towards this time frame, and you just seem to be getting stuck. It seems to be overwhelming. So being aware of that is going to be really important. It doesn't mean that that time period has to be overwhelming. What it does mean is that you're working towards something and it just feels like you're never going to get there. You need to put yourself into balance and also know that you matter. And that's going to be a really important thing. With the strength card as the energy that you need to focus on, it is finding your strength in unlikely places, with unlikely people, in unlikely ways. And it is embracing who it is that you truly are without trying to be anything else for anybody else. You are kind of put on this impossible quest. We can see this quest as the quest of life, and you are achieving your goals, you're achieving something beautiful, and you are stepping into your power. Now, strength isn't just, the brute force strength that we all think of when we think of being strong. I always think of strong muscles or somebody picking up a car or something like that. But strength is also that strength of will, that strength of character, that strength of power and purpose. And that's what's leading you forward. Strength is also representative of Leo, a time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. With the Ace of Swords as the energy that is moving away, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe has handed you a gift of knowledge. This has been a gift just for you, Aquarius, because you are an air sign energy. Even though so many people think you're a water sign energy, you are not. You just have aqua in your name to confuse people. Here, with the Ace of Swords, you're cutting through those doubts, those fears, those negativities. You're embracing your voice. You're embracing your mind in a way that you hadn't. You are also going to see yourself being blessed of voice, being blessed of mind. And this energy of these gifts coming forward and trying to figure out how to use them is coming to an end. You're taking these gifts and they are now becoming a natural part of you. With the Queen of Cups as your strength, it is your heart that will guide you forward the best during this time. Embracing what you love, having a calm personal spirit, healing This new moon is all about healing and connecting, and it is stepping you forward in a way that there's chaos all around you, right? The world is chaos, but you are moving forward in a healing knowing, in a compassionate understanding, in an opening of your heart, your soul, and yourself. And it opens things up more and more to you. There is a sense of drinking deeply of what you love. Now, this can be of really connecting with family and friends, partners, people that you just love being around. This could be a heightened romantic time. If you are single or you're like, that's not my phase in life right now, Dane, this is also connecting with love. This can be finding a partner if you are looking for one. If you're not and you're like, Dane, that's not me, it's connecting with what you love. It's connecting with your joy. And as you do so, you're stepping into the energy of the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is prosperity and success. Now, in other decks, this is working with others, but I like this maybe because I like working by myself, maybe a little bit too much. But here it is creating something that is beautiful. Now, you might be creating a blanket at this time, or a sweater, or a scarf, and that can be your focus. Also, do not forget about your money, your prosperity, and your success. This is a time where you're focusing on the details of things. You might be like, Dane, I buy my blankets at the store, which is totally cool and absolute respect. But here, there is a sense of working on the details of what you want to build, of how you want to move things forward. There is also a sense of like dream catcher energy around here, something being woven, but also catching negative energy that you just don't want in your life anymore. This isn't going to be a collaborative moon. And I've seen this time and time again in readings. It isn't a collaborative moon. It is more of a individual moon and truly connecting with what you love and what you want. She has her foot on two of the coins. She has a jug on the next, meaning that they're not easily stolen. And so this is going to be a time, excuse me, when your prosperity is not easily stolen away, but you do have to be mindful of it. Now, the advice for this time is that you are going through a bit of a transformation. The High Priestess is coming in. The veil is being lifted from your eyes. You're looking at things in a different way, in a powerful way. With the High Priestess, you are embracing intuitive knowledge. You are also seeing things as they are, not necessarily as we wish them to be. And so that can be overwhelming. You are looking at your dreams and what you desire. You are opening your mind quite powerfully and beautifully and connecting with what you love. And that's very, very important for you. The High Priestess energy can also be being a bit overwhelmed because we're not seeing the world as maybe we were told it was. We are seeing the world as it reflects, from our brain, from our eyes, and our heart into reality. We might be rejecting certain things. We might be embracing other things. But this is a time where we start to see our spirit and ourselves. We let ourselves shine more and more. And I would think it's highly beneficial during this time to pull away from the chaos, okay? And to really step in to the love of the heart, the love of community and self and connection, and let the doors open. And it brings us then to the environment that we're in. And this is the Chariot. This is a time where we're taking that chaos, right? And we are manipulating it into the horses that pull our chariot. This is Mammon, the god of the sea. And so what we're going to see here is that we're taking something that can be so overwhelming, that can be so vast. The sea is endless and it is gorgeous, but it also is not controlled. But I always think of the story of The Last Unicorn. It's one of my favorite stories and also movies. But how the unicorns run into the sea and they are sea foam, right? And here it is also that sense of the legend of Venus, who was formed from sea foam, one of the stories about her forming. And so here it is beauty and it is power out of something that isn't necessarily so beautiful. And though it can be, but really when you look into the sea, or when I've looked into the sea, I looked at sea foam and I always thought it was going to be exquisite. And I was like disappointed. I really was. I was like, oh, it's kind of mucky, So here we can take what is mucky and make it into something beautiful to pull us forward. The Chariot is also Cancer energy, time frame June 21st to July 22nd. Cancer is ruled by the moon, meaning that in the environment that we're in, the moon plays a big part, and we are embracing the power of the unknown. And as we embrace the power of the unknown, of the dark sky, we have the Death card come forward. I know that's ominous, right? It's like, ooh, that's spooky. It's not. It's showing us transformation. This is the Scorpio card. Time frame October 23rd to November 21st. But you see here white dogs with red ears in Welsh mythology. Those were the dogs of the spirit world. Those were the animals of the spirit world. Also, white animals tended to be of the spirit world. So you're going to see that energy moving you forward. You're going to see spirit guiding you, amplified by the fact that the advice is the high priestess, right? The advice is the deeper knowledge, the deeper understanding, not the seen, but the emotionally felt, or the seen with the heart, not necessarily with the eyes. You are going to see here, and that fits with the Death card because he has no eyes, total spooky skeleton head right there. But we are going to be moving forward towards what it is that we desire. We are also going to be moving forward guided by an energy that we hadn't always realized, hadn't always connected with before. This is a transformative time. Now, this is also our hopes and our fears, right? The Death card is our hopes and our fears. We want to transform, we want to connect, but we can also fear. What does that mean? What will that bring forward? And it brings us to the Prince of Pentacles. The Prince of Pentacles is prosperity and success. It is bounty and abundance. It's very interesting that we start with the Queen energy at our heart and we end with the outcome being that of the student, meaning that we are always learning. We are never going to be too proud to say, well, I don't know, let me dive deeper into this. Let me see it this way. Let me see it that way. We are embracing prosperity. We are embracing success. We are looking at bounty here in quite different ways than we have looked at it before. We might not be aiming towards the castle on the hill. We might be aiming towards the cottage in the field and feeling just as home within that energy, within that self. Prosperity, success, bounty, and abundance is being learned here. We're learning how to care for what we want to move forward in. And what's interesting is that we're highly talented at it, but we are still learning more and seeing more in many different ways. With the Eight of Cups, the energy here is that we're walking away from something we once thought we would love. It doesn't fit anymore. It's not what we need. It can be a very intense ending, but it can be a very gentle ending, that things have just grown apart or things just don't fit anymore. I always equate the Eight of Cups to shoes that are too small. And I remember one time I had these sneakers that I loved, and I guess my feet had grown because I was walking with them, and I love to go for long, long walks. And my feet hurt so much. I did not know what was going on. And then I finally realized after a lot of time with walking with those shoes that I needed to buy new shoes. And here, it's trying to make something fit and not realizing, oh, I've outgrown this. It's painful, but I don't know why. And so here, it is a release. And that's going to be very important. It is an end. And now we are choosing to walk a quest of our own heart. And it's lit by the moon. It's lit by what we deeply desire. But it's also lit by the ever-changing face of ourselves on this earth. It moves us to our Luna message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels. I love this. So here, focus. Balance the spiritual and the practical. And that's going to be one of the challenges and one of the beauties of this time, to balance the spiritual and the practical, to focus on where the butterfly has landed, on the third eye, on the deeper connection. Peace comes forward. Don't let pride get in the way. Don't let pride get in the way of your peace. Walk forward gently on this earth. Walk forward gently and kindly. Do no harm. Embrace love. Embrace harmony. Protection is with you. Prosperity lies ahead. It might just be different than the way we're being sold it, in what everybody is telling us to achieve and succeed at. And it is embracing our own path and our own way. It's looking at things differently and really connecting with your heart and the abundance of the gifts that you were born with. It moves us then. And I mean, part of that equation is figuring that out, right? It moves us then to the energy to be, well, the spirit energy, angels and spirit guides show us clearly, and that's hope. Hope is the most powerful of words, because when you hope, if you have the ability to hope, they haven't broken your spirit. And so to hope is to embrace a rebellious spirit, but maybe in a very calm and gentle way, which is my favorite way of doing things. To hope is to open doors, and to hope is to create. It moves us then to our chakra message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Holistic health. This is the Earth Star chakra. No, this is the root chakra. And this is embracing a holistic way of being, a way of calm and centering. This is listening to your body. This is at the root of you. It is being healthy of body, of spirit, and it is also embracing the mind. And so it is coming together here and shattering down doors and opening up your world. Holistic health is aligning with your inner self. And it can be, going to acupuncturists and going to chiropractors and doing all these things. But it can also be meditating and eating whole foods and, kind of just slowing things down, getting back out in nature, or just visualizing it. If you're not able to physically go out, then it is visualizing it and letting the energy be a part of you. That's going to be really important here. And also sunlight, very important. So if you could sit by a window or have the curtains open or sit in a sunroom, that would also be very nice. I mean, you can wear your sunscreen, most definitely, but that would be very good energetically speaking. Or not, you do you. And it moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Nine of Cups. Do not expect people to come to the table with you or for you during this time. And I know that sounds mean, because you might be thinking, oh, well, we should all connect, or they should celebrate this. They might not see it. They might not understand it. And if you wait for them to outwardly embrace you, inwardly you will never embrace yourself. So this is a time where you might feel alone in something, but this is a time where there's a deeper connection coming forward inwardly, like with your angels and your spirit guides. Also, don't hoard away your gifts, share them. It doesn't mean that you give away everything for free, but share your energy, share your gifts during this time. It's going to be very important. Our subconscious spirit message is evolve. You are evolving. You are breaking out of a chrysalis. You are flying to new heights. It brings us then, I don't know if you just heard my singing bowl. It brings us then to universal light. This is the soul star chakra, located 6 inches above our crown. And this is connecting to the universe. This is knowing that stardust runs through your veins and that there is beauty and power within you. It moves us then to be mindful of the Wheel of Fortune, meaning that there's a shift in energy, there's a change going on, and it can be very overwhelming. We can feel it astrologically speaking, we can feel it personally speaking, so just be aware of that. Beginnings, the new moon, it brings us to that portal. This is the Virgo portal, right? So we are walking through to new beginnings, and it says, look at the bigger picture of what it is that you want. Don't get focused on the little tiny details. Look at it more openly, more honestly. And the 3 of Wands is prosperity is coming in. New ships are coming in. New ideas are coming in. And your world is changing. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Have a blessed moon and a blessed life. Bye.